That evening, Minsu sat alone in the living room watching TV. Sunjin came and sat beside her, realizing she was still upset with him and hadn't spoken to him since they got home. Looking at her, he asked if she was still mad. Minsu remained quiet. Sunjin apologized and explained that he had only been trying to make her happy. He admitted it was his fault for not thinking things through, and that some things she needed to work hard for and achieve herself. He promised to consult her next time. He moved closer, held her hand, and said he missed her so much that it was driving him crazy not hearing her voice. He pulled her into his arms. Minsu told him it was okay, and not entirely his fault. She shared that it had hurt to hear women gossiping about her, calling her a gold digger. Sunjin told her not to care about what others thought. He said he would continue doing more for her because he loved her, and that his money was her money. That's what marriage meant. Minsu smiled and said that sometimes she wondered if he was even real, considering how well he treated her. Sunjin laughed and kissed her forehead, and they cuddled together on the couch watching TV. A few days later, the vacation day arrived. Sunjin, Minsu, Wobin, and Yunna arrived at Jeju Island. As they made their way to the hotel, Minsu looked around at the beautiful scenery, amazed that she was finally in Jeju, the most beautiful island in the world. Sunjin asked if she liked it, and she said she loved it and couldn't wait to explore the entire place. Wobin also stood admiring the surroundings, happy to finally take a breather. Yunna walked up to him and snapped a photo, saying he looked handsome when he was focused. Wobin took her hand and said they should plan more vacations together in the future. He admitted that he had been so busy with work that he had forgotten what it felt like to take a break. Yunna, excited, agreed and said she would start looking at new places for the two of them to travel once they returned home. As they stood together, Wobin's longtime friend, who was also on vacation, spotted him and walked over. He greeted Wobin, saying it had been a long time since they last met. Wobin, happy to see him, returned the greeting and joked that his friend was the one who was hard to find. The friend explained that his job required constant travel, so he was rarely in Korea. He looked at Minsu and smiled, saying it was good to see her again. Minsu, confused, asked if they had met before. The friend said yes and explained that a year ago he and Wobin had seen her at a bus stop at night, during the rain, with her suitcases. He recalled how Wobin had instantly fallen in love with her, and when he tried to give her a ride, her cab had arrived. Since then, Wobin had been searching for her. He had even moved his art studio to Seoul in hopes of finding her. The friend laughed and added that Wobin never stopped searching and painted her every day to avoid forgetting her face. He said he was happy Wobin had finally found her and hoped they were in love and would get married soon, as he had never seen Wobin care about someone that deeply. Everyone stood in silence, shocked by this revelation. Wobin, clearly uncomfortable, quickly changed the subject and told his friend they should grab a drink later. He then told the group he was going to check out the room and walked away. Yunna ran after him. Minsu looked at Sunjin, who was just as surprised. She asked if he had known about this, and he shook his head. He then suggested they go check out their room as well, and they both walked away.